A certain American senator by the name Senator Ted Cruz from Texas, he's been a senator since 2013. I'm his fan, I'm his follower. I love the guy because he's spoken, he's blunt. He's a staunch supporter of Donald Trump. Okay, now he has come out to speak. Now, some of you know why some of us support Donald Trump. He has come out to vehemently, strongly criticize, you understand, Nigerian government, Nigerian politicians for supporting Christian genocide in the north, especially in the north. All right. Now, before I show you what he said, and the action he said that the US is going to take against these Nigerian politicians. Now, I want us to first of all take a look at this video, something that just happened in part of Borno. To the extent over 5,000 of Nigeria citizens were forced to go and take shelter to escape to Cameroon. And Cameroonian soldiers even assisted them to get a place of safety where we are more officially in war. Let's watch the video. After we watch that, we'll be right back. I'll be right back, okay, to tell what Senator Ted Cruz said and the action he says he's going to take against these people. It gladdens my heart because I speak to you now. Aso Rock is in panic. Aso Rock, they fear. They don't even tell me say not the fear for this one. Like this one, please. I'll be right back.
Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Mun gode wa Allah, wannan shine baraki na wani gari na suna shi ba sun zo. Na kirawa ne, Allahu akbar, Allah ya ba mu nasara kan su. Allahu akbar. Allahu akbar. Allahu akbar. Allahu akbar. Mun gode wa Allah. Wannan shine barakin kirawa, Allah ya ba mu izina kan shi gashi nan. Wannan mota ne muna konawa. Alhamdulillah.
Daga Dedea Nadua. Nokin madar bakum lar trabla ngadetrem adun koskuna ngatirna. Tadin chow koskuna ngatirna. Daga Dedea Nadua. Nokin madar bakum lar trabla ngadetrem adun koskuna ngatirna. Tadin chow koskuna ngatirna. Daga Dedea Nadua. Nokin madar bakum lar trabla ngadetrem adun koskuna ngatirna. Tadin chow koskuna ngatirna. Les gens de Kera au Nigeria qui ont été victimes, n'est-ce pas, de l'attaque de Boko Haram d'hier. Actuellement, on les accompagne au niveau du nouveau marché. Ils seront campés là-bas.
According to United States Senator Ted Cruz from Texas, wrote, officials in Nigeria are ignoring and even facilitating the mass buying of Christians by Islamic jihadists. It is time to hold those responsible accountable. My Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Act will target these officials with powerful sanctions and other tools. All right, thank you so much for watching. With this you've seen, does it look like we have a country? To FFK that was saying Hamana of trash, no this against Christians, this and that, this and that. What is this? And guess what? Senator Ted Cruz said, our politicians, they are mute about it. How can your people be wasted like this? They don't actually, they are running away from their country to take shelter in another neighboring country, and the government is mute. They are frolicking, romancing with terrorists. Is it not glaring? Is it not clear that Nigeria no longer value life, our leaders? The Arise TV girl who died recently, right? What caused it? Robbery. Okay. Now, this lady was once Mrs. Nigeria. I hope you guys are aware. Who went to represent Nigeria in China in 2023. But guess what? In the speech of Pablo Escobar 3 days ago, why didn't he make reference to it? If he did value life and he valued the sacrifice of that young girl to Nigeria, why didn't he make reference to it? The world is taking note of this. We are making video because right now they have silenced the mainstream media. Don't expect Arise to report this to you. Don't expect NTA to bring this to you. Don't expect Channels TV to bring it to you. Is it Tinubu TVC? They won't bring this to you. Know that. Don't expect them. All right. But guess what? So they are jittery. We are the one bringing it. That's why you must like this video, and please share it in all your platform. Imagine it's as if, what is the difference between this and official war? Tell me, what's the difference? They don't value life. But they value terrorists. I want to leave with this question. Be honest. Between Nigerian citizens and terrorists, who do you think your government they value the most? Who do you think? I like what he said. He said he's going to do. He said he's going to raise a bill that make America to take a strong stand and sanctions against these politicians that have hand in this terrorism in Nigeria. You understand? That have hands in it. He says strong one. Use the word strong. So this time is going to go beyond visa restriction. I'm happy and I like this. What's your take on this, friends? Please let me like it and please share. Thank you.
The tax that is coming, they said whether you are doing illegal or illegal business, you pay tax. Did you hear that? Whether you are doing illegal or legal business, you will pay tax on it. So prostitute, over to you. What are you doing? You are asking our children to enter into that business. Can you just imagine a government that want to move forward? The kind of thing that is coming from their mouth because you want to tax everybody. Nothing to hold on to.
The president spoke about taxes. He said it's not to further burden the people, but to expand the tax net and ensure that everyone that is taxable pays tax.
So this is how they found it, Abi.
Well, he also started his speech by saying that he knows that naysayers will contradict some of the things that he put out there. And I don't know, Barrister, are you a naysayer?
In fact, I am a naysayer 10 times. I am a naysayer 10 times. Mr. David, Mr. We have been deceived so much by these people. Since APC came into I told you they hijacked Nigeria. This is not our culture. Insecurity. What is that covenant the APC had with these terrorists that they don't want to tell us? They gave you names about terrorizing Nigeria. Up to today, they have Buhari did not mention their name. Tinubu did not mention their name. So what is going on?
Okay.
But whenever they want to catch crews, they will look for somebody in the southeast. IPOP.
Okay.
IPOP, Indigenous People of Biafra. Is that a terrorist organization?
All right, let's move this conversation to Ambassador Roy.
If people have selected or elected you and put you into office, or you forced yourself on them, either way, you are the president today. Your job, primary job, is to improve the lives of the people that you have come to lead. Your job is not to tell us how things are. We should tell you how things are. So it is not for the president to tell us that we have turned the corner and things are now getting better. Excuse me, Mr. President, things are not getting better.
But do you expect the president to talk about the negative things?
No, they are not negative.
Of course he would.
Moses, those things are not negative. They are realities.
Okay.
Let's not cast them positive, negative, so that we now say, oh, you have to be positive about Nigeria. There's nothing like that. Those things are psychological programming tools. The reality is that for the average Nigerian today, life is hard.
Yes.
Life is tough.
I like that.
And the president cannot tell us that because we have now achieved 4%, 4.23% GDP, we have turned the corner. Or because inflation is coming down to 22%, well, 20%, we have turned the corner. Or that the exchange rate has stabilized at 1,500 in the last 6 months, we have turned the corner. We have to remind ourselves that exchange rate was 197 naira just 3 years ago. And that as at that time, we can calculate the price, the cost of living. There's a cost of living index. Those are realities. I don't think that the president did he did himself credit with that speech. Yeah. Yes, I don't expect the president to come and say things are bad. Oh, my fellow Nigerians, things are terrible. No, but the point is that the president must remain, if he is genuine about his intention to lead Nigeria to where we ought to be, then he can't be trying to paint a rosy picture. Nobody, look, if I listened to that speech, I told you I had to shake my head and wake myself up and tell myself, no, this is a lie. I had to remind myself, because as I was listening to it, I was getting sucked in, especially because I am financially intelligent. I'm an economist, I'm a financial professional. So when I'm listening to those numbers, the temptation is to say, wow, we have really done well. So I needed to wake myself up and say, oh God, they're lying to you, wake up. So now the point is, the president must understand that his job is to make lives better, not to post good numbers. He is a politician, so he wants to say these nice things because of the next election. But they're not the truth. There's nothing wrong with the president saying, I understand that this is this, painting the reality, and then telling us the concrete steps that they continue to take to make those things better. Look, another example of the gaslighting approach to this speech. The president says we have, this is 65 years of independence. And then he's painting us a picture of 1960 versus 2025, the 65 years. And he lists the number of universities. He says, oh, we had one. Now we have 237 universities, 330 something technical colleges and something colleges of education. Is that progress? Is that how you count progress? Because as at that time, Nigeria's population was about 19 million.
Exactly.
Today we are 230 million.
Exactly.
So if you do an institution per capita,
Exactly.
then you will know first whether you have made progress in terms of number of institutions per citizen. That's one.
And
But far more critically is that what is the quality of the education and what is the impact it is having on your people that is making them more productive to create a prosperous nation. So you will now look at the HDI indicators. Where were we in 1960 in terms of literacy level? Where were we in 1960 in terms of technical education and the quality of the people, the engineers that we're putting out? And where are we today? Our HDI score is one of the worst in the world. We're just sitting in the middle. They call it mid-table mediocrity. We're just somewhere in the 70 rank, and we have been there for decades. Those are the realities that the president ought to be concerning himself with and telling us programs that will shift the needle significantly in those areas, because those are the realities. You talk about the rail lines that we are putting in place, you talk about the roads that you are putting in place, the Lagos Calabar, misplaced priority, Sokoto to Badagry to Sokoto. What about the roads that people are traveling from Lagos? There are so many horrible roads where people are losing man hours all over the country, especially in the southeast and the south of Nigeria. Okay. So those things. So sorry, Moses. So those things are things that the president needs to focus on. Tell us how many kilometers, for example, of rail line we had when he came on board. It's been 3 years. How many kilometers do we have now? That he has added in that time. That's how to measure progress. So, Mr. President, thank you. You did a good job. You almost got me, but I woke up.
How do you make such a speech without dwelling seriously on insecurity? Mr. Okura Moses, do you remember that whenever any president is being sworn in, he swore to protect life and property? That is the major issue they came to do to the people. To protect life and property. If you have failed on this particular major duty, please, what other progress are you talking about? Look at Nigeria. We are now sharing governance with the terrorists. And nobody thinks it is important. So, how can you make progress where there is insecurity? Mention one particular country in the whole wide world where you have ever made progress with insecurity bedeviling you. It can never happen. So all this speech is all about deceit, because it is not possible for Nigeria to make progress with this insecurity. It's not possible. It can never happen. Except the president addressing this insecurity, he's wasting his time. Next year, he will still do another speech. But he will not tell Nigerians why the government is sharing power with terrorists. Sharing power. They now decide what to do and what not to do. They tell Nigerian government what they want and they will comply. They give you their names. You can't even pronounce it. President Tinubu was quick to mention IPOB and ESN in the Southeast. But this other people did not. He didn't call their names out. He had never, since he came into office, these Fulani headmen that are terrorizing farmers, he had never called out their name. One day. Can you compare IPOB and what they are fighting for and what the people are doing to us? Can you compare it? So when you have not identified the problem, how can you solve it? How can you solve it? Every year, the same rhetorics. You want to. What have you done exactly that you can go to market and say, yes, this thing, we can see it. You remove fuel subsidy, where is the result? Are you not still borrowing money? So what is this thing that every time they will write speeches to deceive Nigerians? Eh? You brought a NEP fund and the universities increased their school fees. Eh? So the gain of the NEP fund was taken away. You give me by the right hand and you collect it with the left hand. Oh, well. Eh? So what is that thing that you and I can take to the bank and say, yes, this thing is working?
Tinubu should stop being a good politician. Rather, he should be good. He should be a good leader. This is the work of a good leader. A good leader is to create a future and walk into that future by living by example. The president today also said we should patronize Nigerian made goods.
Right.
The Mercedes-Benz he used as we speak is a Nigerian product. The president attend Nigerian medical centers. See, politician wants to go, he wants you to do what he tells you to do. Why a leader wants you to do what he does? This is the problem. And this is also why I also blame Nigeria. We will not be able to choose between a leader and a politician. So today's president's speech, it was a very good write-up compared to where we are coming from for the other two Independence Day write-up. No, one was a doctor, was a recorded speech. Where one he tried. Today, I think they are moving, but they've not been able to tie the reality on ground to the speech. The government has two major responsibilities.
Right.
The security and the welfare of the people.
Protection of life and property, yes.
While the citizens also have two major responsibilities. Your tax obligation is a responsibility.
Right.
And your ability to also agree to vote is also a responsibility. Okay. Voting is an obligation of the citizen. So, as the citizens done their own part of the bargain, the answer is yes. We voted. How the result go is a different ball game, but we voted. Are we also paying our tax? The answer is yes. Has government done their own side of the bargain? The answer is no. So, if all your speech is not capturing these two lines simultaneously, it's faulty.
But then, to be fair on the president, he did reaffirm that his government's commitment to tackling threats and empowering young Nigerians is paramount. Isn't that worthy
Empowering
enough?
people is different from tackling insecurity. We want to see a tactical plan on how to deal with insecurity. As we speak, are you aware that our sister, one of our neighbor from our sister company, rrorism, died yesterday?
Yes, I'm fully aware.
You are fully aware?
Yes.
1 lead to her death. An armed robbery case that occurred in their building. Why the armed robbery case? People are hungry.